What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Busta Rhymes fun facts. So this is requested by a viewer. Let's get right into this. I have 25 fun facts written down about Busta Rhymes, so let's do this. So the first fun fact about Busta Rhymes is that he was in the Def Jam Fight for New York video game. I believe his character's name was Magic in that game. He had like a tank top with gloves, and he was on Snoop Dogg's team, and Snoop Dogg was the villain of that game. And it was pretty cool that he was in that video game and you could play as him. So there's the first fun fact. He was in the video game Def Jam Fight for New York, and it was pretty cool. And I think one of his songs is even in that game too. It's a dope song with him and Method Man, and I think his other song from Genesis is on there too, so that's pretty cool. Moving on, the second Busta Rhymes fun fact is that his first Eminem collab didn't make it on the Big Bang album. So the first song that he did with Eminem, which is called I'll Hurt You, which is a really dope song, it was meant for the album The Big Bang in like the mid-late 2000s, whenever it came out. But for some reason, it didn't make the cut. I don't know why that is, but it just didn't make it on the album, which I think is a shame because it's a really good song with Busta Rhymes and Eminem. They did a great job on that track, great production from Scott Storch, and I think Dre produces it too, but I know Scott Storch worked on that song. That should have made it on the album. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. Their first collab didn't make it on the album, the song I'll Hurt You. Don't know why, but it just didn't. So moving on to the next Busta Rhymes fun fact is that he can rap fast. He can rap really fast, and he's one of the fastest rappers. And I think he really made that stuff popular because he could do that all the time, and he's really good at doing it. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact is that he can just rap fast and rap really fast. So there's another one. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 4 is that he got rid of his dreads and dreadlocks. I'm not sure when he did this. Maybe it was like the mid-2000s, but Busta Rhymes used to have dreads and dreadlocks, and then he eventually got rid of them, and now he just rocks kind of like this short hair look, kind of buzz cut type look. But he used to have dreads and dreadlocks, but he eventually got rid of them. So I don't know what his reason was for getting rid of them. Maybe he just got tired of them or something, but there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact for you. Moving on to Busta Rhymes fun fact number 5 is that he's done movies before. I haven't seen everything he's done, but I know he was in the movie called Higher Learning. I know his most famous role, I haven't seen the film myself, but I know his most famous role is the Halloween film where he fights Michael Myers, which I heard is goofy as hell. But he's done movies and he's done acting before. So there's another fun fact about Busta Rhymes. And he wasn't too bad in Higher Learning from what I saw. So yeah, he's done movies and he's done acting. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact number 5. So the next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 6 is that T.I. declined his versus challenge. So Busta Rhymes was trying to do a versus challenge, and he was wanting to have T.I. be a part of it. Now, versus is like this thing where I think people compete against each other on stage, their hits versus the other person's hits. I haven't really seen a lot of those. I don't know a whole lot about them, but from my knowledge, that's what they're about. And Busta Rhymes is wanting to do one with the rapper T.I. But T.I. declined his request and was saying that, well, you should do it with LL Cool J or like more of an old school rapper. It doesn't make sense to do it with me. I think T.I. was just scared to do it with Busta Rhymes, to be honest. And even Busta Rhymes made a response video, basically saying that you just, I'm cool with you, we're boys, but you don't want it with me, And in general, Busta Rhymes hasn't been able to find a challenge for his verses. Like, nobody wants to step to him when it comes to the versus challenge. And like I said, T.I. declined it. And then Busta Rhymes did a response. So yeah, that was an interesting thing. There's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. It's just a shame. It's like, T.I. just do it. You got his songs, Busta Rhymes got his songs, but Busta Rhymes got a ton of energy, so maybe that's why he doesn't get any challengers with his versus stuff, because he does have a lot of energy, and he has a lot of energy when it comes to the rap things. There's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. So another Busta Rhymes fun fact number 7 is that Eclipse did a great impersonation of him. For those that haven't seen this is related to Busta Rhymes. There's a guy from, I believe he's from Paris. He's a beatboxer. His name is Eclipse. He did a really good job impersonating Busta Rhymes. He has a song called American Psycho where like he impersonates Drake, Eminem, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. And then he kind of does his own character near the end of the song where he's Eclipse. And that song is great, and he does a really good job as Busta Rhymes. From the beginning in the verse where he's acting as Busta Rhymes, how he dresses up as him, he does a really good job impersonating Busta Rhymes. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact for you. Definitely recommend the Eclipse American Psycho video. So moving on, the next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 8 is that him and 50 Cent had a small troll beef. Basically, like 50 Cent said something about his neck or something about him, and then I think Busta Rhymes said something back about him, but it's not like a serious beef. It was just like some troll stuff or nothing too serious, just like some kind of troll insulting stuff or something like that. Them just like joking around with each other. So that's as far as that went. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. So moving on, the next Busta Rhymes fun fact, which is Busta Rhymes fun fact number 9, is that he got into beef with Ja Rule. So back when Ja Rule was beefing with Eminem and 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes stepped in on the Hail Mary song and dissed Ja Rule. But it's because he was provoked to do it. Ja Rule, when he made that song Loose Change, he went after so many people. He even dissed Busta Rhymes, who he was cool with, which was just so dumb. And because of that, Busta Rhymes had to get involved because he got dissed in the song, or something of that nature. So Busta Rhymes had to get involved and diss him, and he did a hell of a good job dissing him on Hail Mary. He destroyed Ja Rule along with Eminem and 50 Cent. So yeah, Busta Rhymes had a beef with Ja Rule. I don't know if they're cool nowadays, maybe they are, but yeah, that was a beef that Busta Rhymes had to get in because he was mentioned. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 10 is that he set up a Look at Me Now Rap Fast contest. Now I don't know the full details of this contest or what you would have got out of it because I wasn't really around when this was happening, but I did remember this happening where Busta Rhymes did the song Look at Me Now, and then his fast rap verse, I think he did a contest where he had a whole bunch of people, or he had like a contest where people would cover that verse and try to rap fast, and he would react to a lot of them. And there was a lot of them. I even remember the rapper Dennis doing one of them as well. So yeah, he did a contest for his Look at Me Now song, but I don't know what the winnings were or what the specifics, if you got to do a song with him, but that was something he did. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact for you. The Look at Me Now Rap Fast contest. So another Busta Rhymes fun fact is that number 11 is that he has an unreleased Aftermath Interscope album called Blessed, which is supposed to come out after the Big Bang. But he never put it out because he felt it was too old and didn't want to give consumers and people old stuff. He'd rather make new stuff and do newer things, and was feeling his Back on My BS album more. Blessed singles were We Made It, Feet Linkin Park, Don't Touch Me, Throw the Water on Them. Busta felt the album and making wasn't going right, so he abandoned it. So yeah, Busta Rhymes had an unreleased album called Blessed that was made when he was still on Interscope and Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine's label. He was supposed to put out that album Blessed, but it's still unreleased and hasn't came out. And, you know, like I just explained, his reasoning for not putting out is he felt it was, he talked about this in an interview, I think it's like on Hard Knock TV, where he talks about why he left Dr. Dre and the Interscope label. And he said that, you know, he just didn't put the album out because he feels like it was old and it wasn't really what he was feeling. But hopefully we do get to hear it one day, because it would be interesting to see what he did on that album, what kind of Dr. Dre beats are on there, did Eminem have any features on there, stuff like that. So it's a shame the album didn't come out, because it would have been cool to see another project from Busta Rhymes when he was on Interscope. But yeah, there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact number 11. He has an unreleased Aftermath album called Blessed that was supposed to come out after the Big Bang that never released. It'd be interesting to hear that one day. So this leads into the next one, which kind of goes into this Blessed unreleased album. So Busta Rhymes fun fact number 12 is he left Interscope, Dr. Dre, and Jimmy's label because certain things and ways he did music he felt wasn't being agreed or expressed upon the way he does things. That's pretty much what he was saying in the interview of why he left Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine's label. So yeah, Busta Rhymes had a period where he was on, he had a time period where he was on Dr. Dre's Aftermath label, I think from the start of the Genesis album all the way to Big Bang. He was on there for a little bit, but he left because, like he said, he felt like certain things and ways he did music wasn't being agreed or expressed upon the way he does things. But he says he has no beef with Dr. Dre or Jimmy Iovine, but that was the reason why he left the label, which is understandable for an artist, because you want to have full control of your stuff and you want to, you know, do everything that you want to do with your music. But it is a shame that things didn't work out, because I think he fit really well on Interscope and he made some dope music on there, like the Genesis album especially. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact for you. He left Interscope, and for those reasons I stated. So the next Busta Rhymes fun fact, which is Busta Rhymes fun fact number 13, is that Dr. Dre produced songs on Genesis. So I didn't actually know this growing up, but, you know, I used to listen to this album all the time. I would say this is one of my favorite rap albums, especially as a kid. I listened to Genesis a lot growing up as a kid. I really liked this album by Busta Rhymes. Just had a lot of great songs, very unique production, just a great album by Busta Rhymes, and a great 2000s rap album. And I didn't know about this till years later, but Dr. Dre produced a lot of songs in here. He produced Break Your Neck, and then he produced, like, you know, some other ones on there. But Dr. Dre had involvement on the album, because I think that was the first album where Busta Rhymes was on Interscope. So yeah, Dr. Dre did some beats on that album, which is pretty cool. That's why the album was so good. And of course of Busta Rhymes as well, but the combination of Busta and Dr. Dre, it worked really well. And I really liked that album as a kid and grew up on it. It just had some great songs like Everybody Rise Again, Truck Volume, that's my favorite one off that album, Bad Dreams, just a great project. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact when it comes to the Genesis album, that Dr. Dre, he had involvement in it, for those that didn't know. I didn't know till way later. Another Busta Rhymes fun fact, Busta Rhymes fun fact number 14, is that he broke Remy Ma's Gucci glasses during a music video. So there was a YouTube short about this where the rapper Remy Ma basically was saying that during a music video with her and Busta Rhymes, they were filming something, and Busta Rhymes like accidentally broke Remy Ma's Gucci glasses, and apparently they cost a lot of money. And she said she was mad about that for a long time, but, you know, she wasn't mad about it forever, because she's really good friends with Busta Rhymes, because I think, you know, she's from New York and she's cool with Fat Joe. So that happened. I watched a short about it, and she said that, you know, I should holler at him one day, because them glasses cost a lot. It made me mad, but she's cool with him. You know, she got over it after like 2 years, but that's something that did happen. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. I don't know what music video it was or when this happened, but that was something I saw. So the next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 15, is that he has a ton of energy. I mean, he has a lot of energy, whether it's with his music or music videos, him as a person, him freestyling. He has so much energy with the rapping, the way he delivers himself, the way he raps fast, the way he presents himself in general. He just has a lot of energy as a person. That's a really good thing, because it makes him be the best version of himself that he can be and do the best he can in the rap music he makes, you know. And I think that's a good thing, because I really like when a rapper can have a lot of energy and bring that, because when a rapper doesn't have a lot of energy, in a lot of cases, it's, you know, sometimes they could be boring, or sometimes they could just not be appealing. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact number 15. He has a ton of energy, and that's definitely a good thing. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 16 is that he's unique. He's definitely a unique rapper. I mean, he stands out. You know, when I hear him, I don't hear anybody else. Busta Rhymes definitely stands out on his own, from the production to the rapping fast, how he presents himself, his music videos, his name himself, his look. He's very unique as a rapper, and he stands out, and he's definitely very original. So that's a good thing. There's another fun fact about Busta Rhymes. So the next fun fact about Busta Rhymes fun fact number 17, is that he's crossed over and done rap rock. So Busta Rhymes, while he's a rapper, he has crossed over and did the rap rock stuff. He did something with Linkin Park. And then the one I know that was one of my favorite Busta Rhymes songs was, I think the song's, I'm trying to remember the name, but he did a song on his, I think it was called the Extinction Level Event 1 album in like the 90s or something. He did a remix to, or he sampled an Ozzy Osbourne song. And yeah, This Means War, that was the song. He did This Means War, where he sampled Ozzy Osbourne in that song and did some rap rock thing. And that was one of my favorite Busta Rhymes songs growing up. I remember being a kid, listening to that a lot on my iPod I had, as well as like Break Your Neck and stuff like that. Man, I feel old thinking about that stuff, because I was so young back in the day, having that iPod and having the songs on there. And maybe I had it at CD player. That's something else I had that I think I listened to Busta Rhymes on. But yeah, he crossed over into rap rock, which is good, because it's good for music artists to try new things, and he did it well. You know, he did it really well in general, especially with This Means War. That's a great song. And because Busta Rhymes has so much energy already, I think it fits really well for him to do rap rock, because rock has a lot of energy itself as music. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact, number 18, is that his music videos are unique, crazy, and different. So yeah, his music videos are very original, very good, and he puts a lot of effort into them. They're, you know, crazy, different, unique, and original, and they just really stand out, and they're really solid. The way he does them, the way he films them, the way he puts them together, they're just great in general, unique, original, and they stand out. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact for you. Busta Rhymes fun fact number 18 about his music videos being unique and original. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact, his Busta Rhymes fun fact number 19, is that he had something to say about Joe Budden back in the day, saying you should get slapped. So back in the 2000s, Joe Budden is notorious for getting into a lot of beefs because of kind of like his personality, I guess. Joe Budden, I think like Redman, Method Man, no, it was like Method Man and Redman as some of the Wu-Tang members. They were on like a top list by somebody had like a top rappers list and put Method Man on there, and I think a Wu-Tang Clan member. And Joe Budden said something about it, something kind of smart, and said I should be on there. I can rap better than Method Man, you know, kind of being disrespectful with it. And of course, he got into beef with Wu-Tang Clan over it, and you know that led into diss tracks, and he got punched by Raekwon. But Busta Rhymes said something about him. He basically said that, you know, I've worked with Joe Budden, but he needs to get slapped for saying something like that. That was disrespectful. I found out about that through Carcino for Life when he covered the Joe Budden and Wu-Tang Clan beef. So shout out to Carcino for Life, really good YouTuber. But yeah, Busta Rhymes said he should have gotten slapped back when that happened. So that's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. Maybe they're cool nowadays, but that was something else to talk about. So the next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 20, is that he got into an argument with a British woman who called him ignorant and started shit for no reason. So this is a popular video where Busta Rhymes, all he's doing is walking to his tour bus to take a shit, right? We all do that, right? I mean, come on. And as soon as he was going on the bus, this British woman that's filming it just calls him ignorant, insults him for no reason, starts shit with him for no reason. And of course, he responds back like, you know, why do you have to be such a bitch? And he's saying that, when did I need your permission to take a shit? And, you know, while he did, you know, he kind of approached it in a pretty good way, you know, getting back at her. And, you know, one of the things that was stupid about this British chick, wherever the fuck she was like, when Busta Rhymes was cussing, she was like, there's children around. It's like, bitch, this is a rap concert. Like, you're going to say there's children around? This is a rap concert, you know? And you done lost the privilege of making your own point when you start shit with Busta Rhymes. So, yeah, I remember that video. He got into an argument with some ignorant woman, just an ignorant woman, starting shit for no reason. She probably just did it for views and attention because it got a lot of views, you know? But I remember that. And Busta Rhymes, he held his own and said shit back to her. So it was funny to see what Busta had to say to her, but it was just crappy that Busta Rhymes had to deal with that. I mean, she started shit for no fucking reason. So stupid, calling someone ignorant because they're going to go use the bathroom. Dumb as fuck, honestly. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. Busta Rhymes fun fact number 20. So the next Busta Rhymes fun fact is 21. His song Where's My Money was in the movie Brooklyn's Finest. So he has a song called Where's My Money, which I think is off his Back of My BS album. That song was actually on the soundtrack for the movie Brooklyn's Finest, which I love that movie. Great movie with Ethan Hawke, with Wesley Snipes, with Don Cheadle, with Richard Gere. My favorite story is Richard Gere's, and then Don Cheadle's is really good. They're all solid. But that was a really good film. The scene where Ethan Hawke, I won't spoil it fully, but there's a scene where Ethan Hawke's going in for a shootout and killing these dudes, and they were playing one of Busta Rhymes' songs, which is Where's My Money, and it really fits the movie in that specific scene, and that's cool that Busta Rhymes' song was in the movie. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact for you, number 21, about his song Where's My Money being in the movie Brooklyn's Finest. So the next Busta Rhymes fun fact, number 22, is that Eminem almost jumped on the song Beast that he did. So Busta Rhymes did a song on the Southpaw soundtrack called Beast Remix, I believe. It has him, Tech Nine, and Crooked Eye. It's a really good song. They all kill the song. They all rap really well. They destroyed that song. It was really good. I like that song a lot. Apparently, I saw some article where Eminem was almost going to jump on that song, but for some reason or not, he decided not to, which I think is a shame because that song was already very great. And if Eminem would have jumped on, it would have been even better. And Eminem and Busta Rhymes work really well together, and that would have been just another collab to have with Eminem and Busta Rhymes, especially since you already had Crooked Eye and Tech Nine on there. And since it's already a good song, it would have been awesome if Eminem jumped on that song. So I think that was a missed opportunity for Eminem not to jump on there, because that would have been another song he would have did for Southpaw soundtrack, another moment from him in 2015. I believe that's when it came out. It's a shame it didn't happen, because I think that would have been badass to have Eminem on the song Beast. Don't know why, but it just didn't happen, which is a real shame. Would have been awesome. The next fuck. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 23, is that he went 10 to 11 years without dropping much music or album, a huge gap between Back on My BS and Extinction Level Event 2. So I'm not 100% sure why this happened, but Busta Rhymes went through this huge gap in this huge time period where he just didn't really do much. I mean, he did a few songs like Calm Down. I know he did Year of the Dragon, but for the most part, after like 2009 until like 2020 or whenever Extinction Level Event 2 came out, he had this like huge 10 to 11 year gap period where he didn't really do much, you know, and it was just crazy. That's probably one of the most longest decades I've seen an artist go without doing much musically. So I don't know, maybe he got bored of music, or maybe he just wanted to do it. I'm not sure why he went on a huge hiatus, but that was probably the longest hiatus I've seen a music artist go on. He didn't really do much in that period. So yeah, that was another Busta Rhymes fun fact. That was a freakishly long time period for a rapper to not do a whole lot of stuff. So there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact number 23. The next Busta Rhymes fun fact number 24 is that he has 4 versions of the song Calm Down. So he put out a song in 2015 called Calm Down, and he did like 4 versions of the song. The one with Eminem, the one with him and Everlast, because the song samples Everlast's song House of Pain. And then there's one that I think is official, though it might be fan-made, where it's Busta Rhymes, Eminem, and Everlast's version all combined. And then there's a 4th version where it's just Busta by himself, I think, with like a new verse added. So yeah, that's another Busta Rhymes fun fact number 24. He has 4 versions of the Calm Down song. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of that song compared to I'll Hurt You. I think I wasn't too big on the production. I like Busta Rhymes and Eminem's rapping on there. But I don't know, that song just didn't work for me as much as the I'll Hurt You track. I like that one more, in my opinion. But yeah, he has 4 versions of the Calm Down song. I think he has like an EP or a project of all 4 of those tracks, or at least 3 of them. The one I talked about with Everlast and Eminem might just be fan-made, so correct me if I'm wrong on that. But there's another Busta Rhymes fun fact. And then the last and final Busta Rhymes fun fact number 25 is that he went to the same high school as Biggie and Jay-Z. So yeah, that's another cool Busta Rhymes fun fact. My viewer told me about that, the one that requested this. Shout out to them. That's why I added it. He went to the same high school as the Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z, which is pretty cool that he went to the same high school as 2 other known rappers and, you know, did music with him. So yeah, there's another cool Busta Rhymes fun fact. That's pretty cool that he went to the same high school with those 2 rappers and they knew each other like that. Like, that's pretty awesome, to be honest, especially with the Biggie thing, because sadly Biggie's dead nowadays. Yeah, he died years and years ago, but that's just pretty cool fun fact about Busta Rhymes. So that's it for this video. That was Busta Rhymes fun facts, about 25 overall. Let me know what you think of Busta Rhymes as a rapper. I haven't heard everything he's done, but I've heard some of his music. I've heard the Genesis album at least, and I've heard, you know, various songs, and I heard his music in Def Jam Fight for New York, and I played as him in that video game. I do think he's a really good rapper. Do think he's a talented rapper, and he makes good music, and he can rap really fast. And yeah, I'd say I give him props. He's a solid rapper. So that's all I got to say in this video. This is another part of the Fun Facts series. For those that are new and haven't seen the other ones, I have a whole playlist of fun facts. I did 3 of them on Eminem. I did one about Snoop Dogg, one about Dr. Dre. So if you haven't seen those ones, check them out there in the playlist along with this one that I'll be adding. That's all I got to say in this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. Hit the notification bell, and peace. That was it for Busta Rhymes Fun Facts.